going, guys? More road break for this week for all of you. And guess who's back? Ryan's back, baby.
Another video, and again, we're shooting it so you can't see our fucking socks. I hope that you're happy.
For the ones that hate to see our socks.
Yes. I don't know what it is about our socks that bothers you, but again.
Yeah, that's right. We switched the camera angle. So see, we're better than WWE because why? We listen to our fans.
Yes.
And
hopefully you're happy.
Hopefully you're happy, and that goes for you, Ek. So this week we're gonna talk about something that is coming up. Is the release of the new series of the WWE 2K game.
Yes.
WWE 2K20 is coming October 22nd.
I believe so.
Yeah, and we'll be playing it. We've been fans of this saga ever since we met.
I won't say the 2K game, but I will say fans of just playing video games.
Yes, the wrestling game.
Yes. We love to compete.
We love to compete. Our friendship has been on the line many times.
Many times.
Because we actually get really, really rowdy.
This is the title we fight for in the game.
Yeah, or this one. Is it this one that we fight?
I think it's this one.
Oh yeah,
it's the attitude era.
Yeah, it's the attitude era. Sometimes we fight for this.
But we love this one.
We love this one too.
If somebody wins this one, it's never fought over because nobody wants to put it on the line.
Yeah, because Ian Almas has it in the game.
For him,
and I will never defend it.
And
it's too legit.
And then the Undisputed, I have, and then I won't defend that one.
He will never defend it because
it's too prestigious.
It's too prestigious. It's not like the Universal Championship,
which is bullshit,
or the WWE Championship,
which is bullshit.
Yes.
Both of those titles, they don't look beautiful like this title, like the one up here.
The NWA.
You know, they're not beautiful titles. They're just titles with a W on it. You know, no creativity to it. You know, nothing that, you know, looks beautiful.
Yes. So we have a little bit of we're going to talk about our expectations of the game, what we'd like to see different of the game, and hopefully things that the game has improved from the WWE 2K19, that is the one that we currently play. Ryan, what do you hate about WWE 2K19?
The question you should ask is, what don't I hate from WWE 2K19, 18, 17, 16, 15. The last legit 2K game was 2K14, and that was not made by 2K4. You know, 2K did not make that game. And people don't know that. That was actually made by THQ, and then they just slapped the name 2K on it. So people need to understand that. That was the last legit WWE game, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
And that was still on PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
I still have that game. I still have a PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 is still legit. That had a legit roster. It was a legit game. And everything about it was legit because you still had legit matches, like ladder matches to TLC.
The Chamber.
Hell in a Cell was still legit. And two, you know, you had Submission. Submission wasn't as complicated as it is in the next generation, which is PlayStation 4 and Xbox. What is it? Xbox One?
Xbox One, yeah, PS4, all of those. The submission method was so much simpler.
Yes.
It was so easy to apply, and this guy was absolutely addicted to make people submit.
I love submission holds. I love the whole idea of submission is I am fascinated by it. Any submission hold that you can do, I always enjoyed it. You know, Bret Hart, I was a big fan. Kurt Angle. You could go back to Bob Backlund with the crossface chicken wing. That was my submission hold in the game.
And that was his finisher in the game.
Because Bob Backlund, back when he was legit, you know, I enjoyed Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund had some really good matches. You know, but submission I've always enjoyed. The Kanja Hajime.
The Kanja Hajime.
Tazz.
That's for people who don't know, is the Tazz Mission in WWE.
WWE screwed that up. I love the Kanja Hajime.
Yep. Is the story about the Kanja Hajime takes us to 2015, I will say.
Yeah.
I was at Ryan's house, and he said, "Have you ever watched Barely Legal?" And that happened to be the first ECW pay-per-view. And I'm like, I never seen that, because when I live in Ecuador, we didn't have access to ECW TV. So Ryan said, let's watch this. And Tazz fights Sabu in one of the main events.
Yeah.
And Joey Styles is calling that match. And every time that Tazz is about to do this Tazz mission, he calls, "It's the Kanda Hanjame! The Kanda Hanjame!" And then finally, he gets to apply the hold. And oh my God, it's the Kanda Hanjame! The Kanda Hanjame! And that resonated in our minds. And till this day, we say the Kanda Hanjame.
No doubt.
It was a great move. And for that reason, this guy is absolutely in love of submission. And in that game, that's all he did. Yes. He loved to make people submit.
And a shout out to Grill, who absolutely got pissed off at me all the time for winning in play. I used to win all the time in PlayStation 3 because of submission holds.
Yes.
And that's what I loved about it.
Yes.
You know, I could win. He used to get pissed off too.
Not as much.
Not as much.
Not
as much as Grill. And no offense, Grill. I love you. You know, you're a good friend, no doubt. I just remember, okay, this wasn't 14, this was 15. It's still legit because it's PlayStation 3. Submission's still on. But I remember, great story. Grill had 3 finishers.
Yeah.
Never used one of them on me. He said he was going to save them. Okay. I was Chris Benoit. Obviously, it was downloaded. But Crossface.
The Crossface.
One of the greatest finishers of all time because of how he applied it. And in that game, submission was still great. He would not hit a finisher on me. I ended up beating Grill because he wouldn't use a finisher on me. And then he ended up hitting me with, I think, like 6 code breakers.
Yes, because I was Jericho.
Could not beat me with the code breaker.
Because it was already a bullshit move. It was already a bullshit move. They made Jericho bullshit.
He wasn't using the Judas effect. So, I used a crossface and won.
Yeah.
For me, they need to go back to using the smashing buttons
to apply the submission.
Apply the submission.
Make the method more simple.
It is.
That's all it is. Because right now, is you need to hit it and you need to hit the bar. Make sure that it's in the right color and keep going at it.
Yeah, the submission's far too complicated. I'd like it to be simpler, and that's the same for the ladder match and the TLC.
See, but this takes us again to a few years after that, 16, 17. We used to enjoy playing the TLCs, ladder matches, because the method, it was like you had to pull down, remember, and the stick will go down.
All you had to do was use the R trigger, the R analog.
Yes.
You had to go up
and down.
And down. Up and down. That's it.
And that's all.
That's all you had to do. Now, you have to hold up the R button, then you're doing
then the game is like you gotta get it in the circles.
Yeah.
The points.
You know, you're going around, you're playing some sort of game. It's like you're... I won't say anything else. I was going to say something inappropriate, but never mind. I have a dirty mind. But anyway, back to it's so freaking complicated.
It's frustrating, yes. And also, I would like to, for the people that makes the game, the 2K people, make the computer a little smarter.
Yes.
Because, for example, when we play 19, the only one that tries to stop you from getting the freaking title is me.
Yeah.
And when I'm done, then nobody helps.
Yeah.
And you win in 3 seconds.
And I can just climb and grab it. And I'm just going around and getting it. And no computer stops me.
Yeah.
And it's the same for him. If I go down...
Nobody's helping.
Nobody.
Yeah. So make the other wrestlers involved in the match more smarter than this and help out to get the other guy from getting the championship.
And this is on Legend.
Yes.
The highest thing you can go on.
Yes.
Okay? The other thing. Okay? I don't know what it is about multi-man matches. Okay? But in those... Okay, this is the ladder match, the TLC, Hell in a Cell.
Chamber.
Not Chamber. But those 3 simple matches... I don't know what it is about rolling out of the ring. Okay, I don't like that aspect either.
Oh yeah.
Where your stamina goes low or whatever, and you roll out of the ring.
You do three moves. They hit you with one and done.
Right? What is that about? Okay, that pisses me off too. I would like to stay in the ring and be able to continue the match.
For the people that have watched the gameplay, you will hear him saying, "Why am I done?"
Yes.
Why am I done?
I get pissed off, okay? That's another thing, too, with Hell in a Cell. You used to be able to run around and get toys.
Toys. And Hell in a Cell is what, Ryan? It's no DQ.
Right?
So you should be able to get toys.
You should be able to get a whatever you want. You should be, at least be able to get a kendo stick, a sledgehammer, a bat. I don't expect a ladder. I don't expect a table. But at least be able to get certain items like a chair, a bat, a kendo stick, something where you can beat the shit out of people.
Yes.
Okay, now you can't even run. You have to walk around the cage. And it fucking pisses me off because you can't do anything in it.
And also, like, most of them do super kick outside of the...
Okay, Brock Lesnar's doing a super kick to me outside the ring. When has Brock Lesnar ever done a super kick?
When Brock Lesnar has lifted his leg that high.
Right?
To do super kick.
Brock Lesnar barely throws a punch.
That's one of the things that Ryan will elaborate a little more, because Ryan always says that, like, when they do the moveset and the rankings, they're fucked up.
Yeah. All the time. I actually go in. The first thing I do when I buy a 2K game is I go through every person I'm going to use, and I go through all the movesets, and I change everything that I think is wrong, because I know more than any of those guys do about all the people on the roster. Change their movesets. If I think they're ranked high enough,
or
fine.
Like he bumps them up.
I'll bump them up. If they're not, I'll bump them lower. If I think they're too high, whatever.
Yep.
That's what I do. And it takes me like 5 days to do everything before I even play the game.
And then he can play the game. He can play the game.
People think I'm fucking crazy, but I legit do that because the people who make the game don't care about wrestling. They don't know anything about wrestling. Legit, it bothers me.
Yep. So we think also, when it comes to that, we will say like a better universe mode.
Oh my gosh. Universe mode is so untapped. I've played it for the past, how many years? It's been going since, I want to say, WWE 2K20. I want to say that's when it was established.
Yeah, the universe mode.
You don't do anything. You legit, matches are established with whoever's in universe mode that you want in, and then you just play matches. You could do so much more. Bring back general manager mode. GM mode was fantastic.
And now that you're gonna about to like the move to Smackdown to Fox, is gonna allow to have two separate rosters. It could be Raw versus Smackdown, and you can include NXT in it. So see which one of the, the shows is better. Which one of the brands is better.
That's what I think they should do. Clash of Brands, to me, establish, if you want
warfare all the time.
You could do it. Create your own, manager, whatever you want to do, GM, and run your own brand. Whoever you want. SmackDown, NXT, Raw, and then you have to do what you want with your own brand. Be able to trade with different brands and stuff. You should be able to do all that stuff, and whoever, whatever outcome at the end, you win.
Matches that you would love to see back.
Matches I'd love to see back.
Types of matches. Like, I would say special referee.
Special guest was always fun.
Special referee.
That was always fun with multiple people.
With multiple people, yes.
That was always enjoyable. They haven't done a coffin, like the casket match.
Casket match in like forever. I know that like for the one SmackDown versus Raw, I think it was 2004. I think they did it Buried Alive.
Buried Alive.
They did Buried Alive.
Yep.
They did that. Do they have First Blood?
They don't have First Blood.
First Blood should be come on, WWE. It's like we're people that play the game. This is not your show that is supposed to be family oriented, PG-13. No, just give us First Blood. I know that like the new things that are gonna come is that you're gonna be able to do the Mix Max Challenge.
Yeah.
DLC is gonna be Bray Wyatt as the Fiend.
The DLC really bothers me that you have to pay for a character that is already been established now for almost a month now?
Yeah.
So you're paying for a character that you essentially should be able to have.
That you should get. That's, for example, see, that takes us to a really, really good topic to touch. Can you please keep the rosters, actual, keep them, current.
For me, what they should do, if you're going to put any sort of effort into it.
update the rosters constantly.
Yes. Like they do this with MLB The Show. They do it with Madden. Okay.
And there's 2K series.
That's what I mean. Okay, so do it. If you want to make people pay for it, fine. Okay, do that. Don't make it expensive, but
a few bucks, yeah.
Few bucks, but then you update everything, make it current. Fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it really sucks that we have to wait a whole year to get wrestlers that we don't like. They're becoming popular, let's say, during this time.
Yeah.
You know, for example, like 2 years ago, we had to wait another year to get Cien Almas.
Yeah.
Like the Adam Cole, or like to get Ciampa. Hopefully, in this game, we can actually get Ciampa. Because in the 2K19, he wasn't even in the game. So that should be something that they should change drastically.
I would hope, but I highly doubt that they would address any of the things that we're touching on right now.
Yeah, for example, like more DLC. Not many details have been revealed, but like we know that the main story, the showcase mode, whatever, is going to be focused on the 4 horsewomen: Sasha Banks, Bayley, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. And I think the DLC is going to be China. Hulk Hogan is back.
Yes.
Makes his return to the 2K series.
DLC though.
DLC, of course, because they need to make money out of him. Last time he was in the DLC was 2K15. When you could download the Hogan Yellow. You can download Hogan from NWO and all of that. But at least we're going to be able to see the Mega Powers reunite again. Because once again, I really agree with Ryan on that. 2K14 had one of the best rosters I ever seen.
For me, it was probably
because
the best.
It showcased like from Bruno Sammartino all the way to like The Rock, Austin. Even they had John Cena as the Doctor of Togonomics.
That's what I would love to see that back too.
For example, yeah, like if he showed up at WrestleMania as Doctor of Togonomics, put an attire that features Doctor of Togonomics. Give us like stuff that like we've been missing for years. If you include Cactus Jack in the game, can you please give him the good music?
Yeah. I don't want to hear WCW Cactus Jack. Yeah. I want to
hear WWF Cactus Jack. Yeah. If they put Rikishi in the game, give me the Too Cool theme song. And to me, I want to ask WWE, I want to ask 2K, why don't you use your own music? You own that, you own the music. Why you have to do songs that like are not even the songs that we want to hear? For example, again, Too Cool. I want if they put Rikishi, I want to hear Too Cool's theme song. I don't want to hear Rikishi from when he was heel.
From Armageddon.
Yeah, from Armageddon. No, I want to hear the dance. I want to dance to it. No, and they always shower my dreams. The same thing with Ric Flair. They will not do his thing. Yeah.
And then
no. They do the WCW Ric Flair. Why they include those songs? Can you please put the right theme songs? That's all I'm asking. So, those are the kind of things that like we would like to see change. Again, make the game a little simpler. When it comes to the kicking out system also, make it better. Because sometimes it's in the green and it doesn't kick out.
That's true. Many times I and Juan have been in the spot where you're supposed to kick out and it doesn't kick out.
Or for example, why you kicked out of a finisher that it should be your lethal move, and then Ryan does a clothesline and done.
Well, the thing too, and you were the one who discovered this, okay? He'll hit a finisher on me, I kick out, okay? But then he pins me again after that,
and done.
And then I can't kick out. Okay?
And done.
To me, if you kick out of a finisher,
you should be able to kick that out.
And then he pins me again, my thing should be bigger than it was.
Yes.
If it was like this, okay, and it's the
pubic hair.
It's like a pubic hair.
Pubic hair.
You know, it's like that thin, and then I'm able to kick out of that, then it should jump and it should be bigger.
Yeah, it should be a lot bigger. Yeah. So you should be good. It doesn't mean that like I hit like a punch on you or a drop kick and it's done.
No.
And it's happened so many times. And if you don't believe us, just watch our gameplay.
Oh my god, the gameplay. You can see how terrible everything is. Go back and watch. We have gameplay
since 3 years ago.
I want to say since 15.
Yeah. You got we.
When is it? I don't know. Maybe not
16.
16.
16, 17 is when we start doing gameplay. That was the beginning of Road Break. That was the baby steps that like took a Road Break of what it is right now. But also, when it comes to that, following those things, can you please make the referee more intelligent?
Oh.
Because sometimes I'm already pinning, and it takes him forever to start counting. There's been many times that this guy almost has a seizure because he keeps calling, Rev! Rev! Rev!
I'll have an 8 count. Nothing. He's just standing there with his dick in his hand. What's going on?
It should be right away. We play false count anywhere.
It happens all the time to him in false count anywhere. He will have a pin for literally a minute, and the ref's doing nothing. He's standing there waving at the crowd, giving autographs to the crowd.
Yeah, because he's walking towards me. Why can't he count right there?
Yeah, why can't he count right there? Just stop and count. He has to walk all the way over.
And get close to me and to start the count. Why is that?
And then other times, I've seen him where I will pin, and then he just stops where he is and starts counting. What's up with that?
So it needs to be like the glitching. The glitches need to be fixed right away.
Oh, big time. They obviously do not put as much effort into this game as they do the basketball game.
As they do the NBA, as they do Madden, as they do any other sport. I think WWE has the shortest end of the stick when it comes to this.
Madden is not made by 2K.
Oh, okay.
Madden's not made by 2K.
EA Sports.
EA Sports.
EA Sports. But, well, the NBA.
NBA is their big game, and they put a lot more effort into the NBA.
And at least from what you've said, they keep the rosters updated.
Yes.
They keep the teams updated as much as they can, and that's what they should do with the wrestlers too. If there's a wrestler that has a championship and he's a wrestler that is not so well known or anything, improve his looks. Every 6 months. We're not asking right away, but at least every 6 months, give me an updated version of the roster.
It would be nice.
Instead of we have to keep downloading people from community creations. The good news, we're gonna see China also back in this game as DLC. And what other names are you excited to see from the first time in the 2K series?
For me, I'm excited that now I'm not excited that I have to have him in DLC, but I'm excited that they're gonna have the Fiend as a part of the game.
Yeah, because we were actually kind of
worried. I was worried he wasn't gonna be in the game.
He was gonna be. We had to wait another year.
Yeah.
And to have the theme, but at least they put him there.
Yes. So I'm happy that he'll actually be in the game.
I'm excited to see Buddy Murphy in the game.
Murphy's finally in the game.
Tony Storm. Hopefully Ciampa make his return.
Yes.
We will see him. Who else? Let's see.
Hogan finally returned.
Hogan returning.
And I'm hoping they'll have all his attires.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they're gonna have everything.
Finally, we can actually, let's say we do a 3-man, we can do the NWO.
I hope. I hope they're gonna have, they'll have the NWO. They'll have old school Hogan. You can have Hogan from 02.
Yes.
Do all of that.
Yeah, do all of that because we've said many times, instead of doing that many spots, use the same guy and put the attires in the same guy.
That's what they did in the old school games, Shut Your Mouth. Smackdown Shut Your Mouth had so many damn attires that I couldn't count.
Yes.
They had Angle with hair, they had Angle with no hair.
They had it with the wig.
They had it with the wig.
They had it with the wig.
They had The Rock, where he just came out they had him with the buckle. They had him with all sorts.
With the best.
Yes. They had him all sorts of stuff. They had all sorts of, Hogan old school, Hogan new school, Hogan NWO.
Yeah.
They had all sorts of different attires.
Actually, what was it? 2HQ? The company?
THQ.
THQ, yes. They used to put so much effort in those games.
Oh, yeah.
They used to include so much. They used to give you so much to play with when it came to that.
No doubt.
That it was great. You've said many times your favorite game of all time is Shut Your Mouth.
It's between Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah.
Those two games were so good. I could play those games forever.
Oh yeah, and I will love it. Yeah, I want to shout out my cousin Juan Carlos. We used to play that so much. We had Booker T with even 10,000 attires, and we used to call it when he would come out with the white trunks. We used to call diapers because he would look like he was wearing diapers, and he got the book and he had the scissors kick. It was great. those games again, they used to put so much effort, and they used to give you everything they could.
Yeah.
Even they had Shawn Michaels with the wrestling gear, Shawn Michaels normal with clothes like regular clothes. It was amazing. But now every game is actually disappointing and more disappointing, and you want it to be better.
That's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
They don't take the time and effort to put a lot of quality into the game.
What about give us like a lot of arenas?
Yeah.
Old school arenas. For example, like the 2K14, it had the whole WrestleMania showcase, which
all
it
those
was
arenas.
Yeah, it was all those arenas. Wrestlers that they're not in the series anymore. Yokozuna. They had Bruno Sammartino, Big Papa Pump. They had the whole NWO.
Yep.
They have Ricky Steamboat. They had who else they had, Ryan? They had even Mr. Perfect as NWO.
Yeah.
They had It was great. That to me, when we used to play that game, it was so good because it had so many wrestlers. They had Randy as NWO.
They had Randy as Randy,
and
they had
Randy NWO. So it was great. Again, to me, to the fact that like that was the game that had Yokozuna in it. No other game had Yokozuna.
I miss Yokozuna. Because to me, very underrated.
Did it have Owen Hart? No, it has not Owen Hart. Yes.
Yeah, Owen Hart to me, the last time he was in was
probably 98.
Warzone.
98 Warzone.
Yep.
Yeah, because actually I remember seeing vignettes and stuff. But those things we would like to see change. Give us more different matches also.
Mm-hmm.
You know, make the Return Buried Alive, the casket match. Make the table matches a little better too.
It would be nice.
It would be hard, like hardcore with toys around it. What other matches would like to for you, Ryan? Another type of match that you would like to see? To me, I will say, for example, like make a mixed tag, but you can actually hit the women. And I'm not saying that to be sexist, but it's just because it's just fun. You told me that you got disqualified in a match, and it was no DQ.
I did. It was a mixed tag. Okay. It's a mixed tag match. Get this. Okay. Mixed tag, no disqualification. I was a man coming in to help my partner, who was a woman, and I hit the other woman, and I got disqualified in a no DQ match. How the hell does that happen?
How does that make sense?
Okay. I want to know how the hell does that happen?
He got disqualified in a match that there was no disqualification.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't get it. So to me, those are the things that like we would like to see change. We've seen a few entrances. I've seen Kevin Owens. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen pictures of Brock Lesnar, Bayley. Do you like the fact that Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch are in the cover?
No. I don't. I actually think that might hurt the sales of the game.
Yes.
To me, I get it. These are supposed to be your two main people right now. But to me, I think that's a mistake. To me, what they should do is quit doing the bullshit with one person on the cover or, like all that shit. To me, it should go back to what they used to do. And hopefully this is a transition because you have two people on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to what you used to do and have several people on it.
Yeah, now you like Shut Your Mouth had a few, had Triple H,
Lesnar, Angle,
Booker T,
right? That had all sorts of
Jericho,
people.
I think it was, yeah.
That's what they need to do is have a bunch of people on the cover and you're spotlighting a number of people.
Or just go back to like the, Smackdown versus Raw. That used to be legit. Oh, and then you put featuring NXT. Because I remember like SmackDown vs. Raw 08 has SmackDown vs. Raw 08 featuring ECW. Okay. That way you showcase your old roster. I feel that was good because that way you're not giving the spotlight to just one person.
Mm-hmm.
And they use Becky, but of course some people might think that a woman being in the cover will not be enough, and for that reason they had to put Roman in. Or the only way for you to put Roman in it was with somebody else. And that somebody else had to be Becky.
That is what I'm thinking. So. I'm thinking if you put Roman on it, nobody's going to buy the game. Even though they've done pretty well right now of booking Roman out of the spotlight.
Yes, now he's actually It's not as bad.
It's Seth now. Yeah. Seth is the one who's really being overbooked. So to me, I'm not going to hate Roman as much, but Roman's still always going to be known as that guy who main evented 4 WrestleManias in a row and was shoved down our throats.
Yes.
So
the fact that at least right now he's not the main event, or at least he's not going after the title, and actually they have him involved in this storyline that doesn't make real sense. There's still like there's a lot of doubts. There's a lot of answers that we need to find out. I think is a little better.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think those are like the things that we would like to see the game change. A better gameplay.
Much better.
A better gameplay. Also, like for example, let us record our own theme songs or download some theme songs from YouTube. That would be something that I would like to see. For example, you in 2K14, you were able to actually put your own theme song from a CD or something.
I was able to do that through the PlayStation 3. I was able to put the CD in, download it from the CD to the PlayStation 3.
And yeah, and Ryan will always come out to Evolution.
I love the theme song of Evolution.
Line in the Sand. Motorhead.
Love it. And I if I could, I would choose that as my theme song all the time.
In this game, because for some reason they have Evolution, he was able to use that, but we will see for this game.
I doubt
this upcoming game, so he will have to find another theme song.
Bring back the CM Punk entrance, please. That used to be my favorite entrance.
That was another thing. A lot of games have entrances from like wrestlers that were not even featured in the game. Like Sabu, they will go like this.
But they got rid of Punk because they hate Punk. Bring back the Punk entrance because that used to be my favorite entrance.
And for example, we will do honorable mentions on wrestlers that Ryan has created, and they're still members of the saga since 2014.
Yes, 2K14 was when I created everybody, and they're still part of the game now.
Yeah, Brandon Jacobs.
Andrew Gates.
Well, Ryan Weber, of course.
Yep. Todd
Weber.
Yep.
Yeah, and you have some members.
Mike Gruber. Out
of all of them, though, I will say Brandon Jacobs is
doubt.
Just like one of the best creations because he just is like a WWE superstar. He is to me like I will say an even higher version of what the Velveteen Dream is.
That's very kind of you to say that.
Yeah, it's like, to me, it's like the closest thing of what the Velveteen Dream is Brandon Jacobs. Wow. But Brandon Jacobs has like a more attitude. But to me, it's even more entertaining because he has a little bit of everything. He put a ton of Ric Flair, so he'll go like, woo! So it was great. So we would like to get excited about this game. Hopefully, a lot of things are fixed.
I hope so.
Because in the past years, it's just the first 3 weeks up to a month, we are excited. But then we go back to the same feeling of like, we hate this. It gets to a point that we won't even want to play anymore.
Yeah.
So the only times that we enjoy playing is we bring another person along, and sometimes that person can end up like messing everything up.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I think that like if they improve a little bit of the kick out system, if they allow submission to be better.
Submission and the kick out to me are the key.
It will be key. If they fix the ladder match for me, it will be a little better. If they fix the Hell in a Cell, if they make it a little bit more, fun to like go around or simpler to go around, it will be better, and we will be excited about the game again.
Yeah.
Hopefully they put China with a real theme song.
Yeah.
Like don't treat me like a woman, don't
treat me like a man.
Or like for example, if they have Triple H's like all the theme songs, give me Triple H 99.
Yeah.
Give me those songs. Make me remember my childhood, and please put Ken Shamrock in the game.
He was in the game when they had the Attitude Era.
13.
Yes.
13.
That was a long time ago.
That's 6 years closer to 7 years.
Okay. I wouldn't mind seeing Ken. First of all, put Ken Shamrock in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Put Ken Shamrock. He was good. And he's going to make his return on Impact. He just signed on Impact. So, well, of course he's not going to be in the game. It's just a thing. But one thing that we would like to just mention and finish this episode here is, I don't know why sometimes they are able to make deals with some wrestlers and have them in the game for 1 or 2 years, and then the next year we don't even see them. I know that in this year I think Mick Foley is going to make his return into the saga.
To me,
but last year he wasn't in it.
that's all. I don't know.
Money and 2K.
I'm sure it has to do money. I'm sure it has to do with other things that they're doing at the time as well. Because I think Foley was working with other people at the time. I know he was doing stuff with Pro Wrestling Crate. I know he was doing stuff with AEW at the time. That's why I have this poster right here. So he was working with AEW, I think, at the time. So I don't know if he, that got...
Oh, that got in the way.
Got in the way, yeah. Or if there was other stuff that was... So that could have been an issue.
That could have been an issue. And now, to conclude, if 2K wants to do us a favor, they should bring CM Punk back into the saga. We just mentioned this in one of the episodes of the podcast already. The best way or the easiest way to get to Phil Brooks, aka CM Punk, is through the game.
No doubt.
Make him the hottest DLC of all time.
To me, if you're going to sell a lot of copies,
get Phil Brooks.
That's the way to do it. DLC, Phil Brooks, CM Punk, and you're going to sell... That game will sell like crazy.
Yeah. And, that will be the first step to get to Phil Brooks and a possible return to the WWE. If AEW is not smart enough to offer him a contract and be part of our roster. So, any closing thoughts, Ryan? Any expectations? Anything you want to say about WWE 2K20?
My expectations are extremely low. I don't think they're going to change anything about the game. I'm expecting it to be the same as 2K19.
I hope not.
That's my expectations. I hope that they're going to change things, but I don't think they will because they don't put any effort into the game.
I would like to, like he said, I would like to see some of the issues that we mentioned fix. A better universe mode, a better storyline. I do want to praise the fact that when we created the wrestlers, they look really legit.
No doubt.
When it comes to creating the wrestler, they give us a lot of options. Some of them could be a little better, like for face paint, things like that, but those are nitpicking. It's going really, really in detail when it comes to drawing some kind of face paint or drawing some details into the wrestlers' faces, but I do want to praise that side. If they improve the referees' intelligence, if they improve some of the computer's intelligence in the game when it comes to Legend, since it's the hardest version of the game to play, I will be happy with it. Yeah. If I can get excited of playing a TLC match again, then we're good.
Yeah.
Then we're giving a step forward rather than 2 steps back. So those are our expectations about WWE 2K20. I think we're gonna have to buy it, right? Because we're gonna review it.
Yeah.
So once again, WWE, we're giving you some money right here. So we're gonna have to buy it. Something that is nice though, that when you buy the deluxe version, you get a few perks from that.
You get the DLC, you get the different things like that. So
you get the DLCs, you get the moves, you get all the DLC content, accelerator, and when you buy the VIP or the golden version, then you get posters, you get capes, some autographs and stuff like that.
Stay away from that stuff. I mean, I bought the Woo Edition last year. What I got was some Ric Flair signed stuff. I don't know if it's even real. And I got that. Okay? I really like it. As you see, I collect all this shit. But I don't know if it was worth spending all the money that I did on the Woo Edition.
Yeah, they should give you a little more to me.
Yes.
To me, the one that I would like to get, it was the American Badass version for The Undertaker, because they give you a lot of things.
Yeah.
For this year, they're doing the Smackdown version. And they're going to give you some autographs from Rey Mysterio, Edge, Kurt Angle, and they're going to give you some posters from that era. So we'll see. We'll keep you guys updated once the game comes out. Once again, the date, October 22nd. And we'll see you guys soon with more news, rumors, anything going on in the wrestling world. And next time we'll see you, we'll be back with predictions for Clash of Champions 2019. Take it easy, guys. Subscribe. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the support. Ada!